Hey guys, it's your boy PattyTrills making a video to the response of a video that Verlisify made that I was a part of, that I was somehow tied into. Also, Duncan E. Deep is here and he'll be explaining points later in the video.
Hello.
Uh, so pretty much the video is Verlisify is exposing a YouTuber underneath the name of Weedle to a Needle, and he is saying that he's accusing him of pedophilic actions, and I'm somehow tied into this because I do follow this YouTuber on Twitter, and I was in one of his servers where some of these things were going down, but I was not a part of any of it. So I just wanted to clarify first and foremost that I actually honestly didn't know what was going on. Like in the tweet that I used of my example of Weedle to a Needle responding to me, I had a tweet that was actually against the fact of age gaps in high school of people dating. Like, I find it weird personally that a senior in high school who is 17, 18 is dating a 14-year-old in high school. I think that's pedophiliac and very gross. And that was a tweet that I responded to saying, if she's 15, I'm 15. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see it. I have my Twitter notifications off on my phone, which is where I post my tweets. And because I tweet out a lot and I get a lot of notifications, and that would just blow up my phone. And my phone's 3 years old, so that battery would be dying really quick anyways. And so I didn't respond to it. You can even see that I didn't even like the tweet. And in the server that I was in, where this harassment was happening, I wasn't aware of it either, because I'm in like 20 to 30, 40 different servers, and I have so many message notifications on them, and I mute them because I just, like, someone sends me an invite, I then join just for support. Maybe someone wants to call me, we can go hop in there for like multiple people. I don't actually go into any servers and actually communicate with anyone. If people want to reach out on Discord, it's all personal messages and just calling. Like, I don't go in these servers because I don't have time, because I'm too busy, with my job, with,
And as a friend of Patty's, he doesn't even read his Discord DMs. Sorry to jump in. You don't.
I don't. I'm like, Twitter is the best way to reach out to me, but yeah, like, Duncan's known that. He's messaged me on Discord before, and like, it's took me hours to get back to him just because, like, I don't read them. And I just want to state that, now when I watched Verlis's video and the knowledge of was him that Weedle to a Needle was harassing people, in my opinion, I do find that fucked up what Weedle to a Needle did. I think harassing someone in general is just scummy and wrong already. And it's very immature, it's very childish, regardless of his intentions. Like, he could pull the card that he was trolling the entire time, but even your intentions of trolling is still it's fucked up, it's bad humor, it's, this and that. So, but now stating that his logic is saying, since I'm affiliated with this man, and making assumptions that I'm buddy with this dude, even though I've only had a handful of conversations with him. Like, I've only had a handful of conversations where I've actually initiated a conversation with him. Most of the time, he just responded to tweets to me, or it'd be a photo of Duncan kissing my cheek. Like, there really wasn't much of a ground basis there of like a friendship. He was just a Twitter mutual to me at that point. And with his knowledge of, like, his logic saying, if you follow this person and he responds to you and you didn't stop it, therefore you tolerate it, therefore you support it, therefore you're now also like a part of this pedophilic actions. And those are all false, and I don't think Verlis understands that slander is actually illegal, especially with terms of like that, and that can actually not only try to hurt my career, but this will have major consequences on him. It can hurt me as a person, it can hurt me as a brand, it can hurt me with future companies, and it hurts him as well, because especially if they're false, like they are false, so it's gonna blow up back on him. And so with his logic that if you're hanging out, if like you're somehow affiliated with someone and you don't stop someone's actions, even though you weren't aware of them, because I was not aware of them, you were somehow tied into this pedophilia. So I'm going to have Duncan explain a situation that with Verlis's logic, he's actually way worse than me and supports pedophilia even farther than me.
So Verlis's logic is, if you interact or are friends with somebody who has done something like this, you are supporting it, right? That's his logic. Even if you don't know it's happening, if you're interacting with them and you don't outright call them out, you are supporting it.
Yeah, you were supporting it. You were tolerating it.
There are a series of tweets and interactions on your screen showing that Verlis is friends with somebody named Seb, at PocketGM. Now, Seb's old @ before all of this was @SMP Gaming. And Sebastian King is a convicted pedophile, well, sex offender.
He's a convicted sex offender.
Yeah, he was convicted of distributing child pornography,
which all photo evidence is on screen right now.
Yeah, photo evidence on screen. There'll be the full article linked down below because Patty knows how to do that. He was convicted of distributing child pornography because he started a relationship with a 15-year-old on Facebook under a false name, got nudes of her, used those nudes to blackmail more nudes out of her. This is a 15-year-old when he was 23. Sebastian Bickerton King, right? And Verlis was friends with this guy all the way up until April of this year. Now, you could say, oh, well, maybe Verlis stopped being friends with him when this happened. No, this happened in July 2016.
2 years
Verlis has been friends with this guy. Verlis has been friends with this guy for 2 years. And this guy is a convicted sex offender who distributed child pornography. Now, I do not believe that Verlis knew this. Seb King is incredibly good at hiding this fact, at manipulating people, at convincing people that it's all slander, that it's not true. And I have actually told people about Seb before who have been friends with him, and they have been absolutely shocked. I was the one who showed all these articles to the UK Pokemon community, and I'm the one who got him banned from UK Pokemon events because they didn't know about this conviction until I showed it to them. And so this is something that he managed to hide from the Pokemon company. So I don't believe that Verlis knew. Because I don't believe even Verlis would be friends with this guy for 2 years.
So with his logic, even if he didn't, so like my claim is, since I didn't know, I'm not affiliated, and that makes sense because I honestly did not know. And now that I do know, like I said, I have unfollowed Weedle Twin Needle from Twitter. The Discord server is not up anymore. I'm not interacting with him anymore because there's just no point. Regardless, like even if he is or he isn't, there's just no point for like my moral and for my brand. So I'm even gonna give Verlis the benefit of the doubt because I'm a reasonable person. That I'm just gonna have like the benefit of the doubt that Verlis honestly didn't know, and with that, I think it's okay if Verlis didn't know. And if Verlis didn't know, I'm not gonna accuse him as supporting this pedophilic actions. I honestly didn't think he knew because Sebi was really good at hiding that, and maybe their fallout was because Verlis found out. I don't know, but like since he was blind to the fact for 2 years, and I haven't even known Weedle Twin Needle for 2 years, I think it's a little odd to try to point that out. But I'm in the same boat because I honestly had no clue any of this was going on.
Saw this video.
Yeah, like
it could be that Verlis finds out about Seb from this video, right? Yeah, that could be the fact too. But the fact is that Verlis needs to give other people the same benefit of the doubt. If there is no evidence of that person engaging in the activity, of them condoning the activity, you cannot just assume they knew.
Yeah, that I knew and that I support it or I tolerate it. That's so weird.
That anybody who's friends with that person supports it and tolerates it.
Because in your video, you made it sound like that we were best friends in that video. You were twisting the scenario and the situation to make it sound like that me and this person were buddy and we collaborate and we do all these things with each other. But like I said, he was just a mutual that I followed because friends I knew followed him.
Normally when Verlis goes after somebody, I'm like, hey, leave off, because it's a VGC player. It's a 12-year-old national champion who Verlis is then calling a cheater and, you know, scaring into quitting Pokemon and stuff like that. But in this case, you know what, Verlis? You do you, bro. You go after Weedle Twin Needle because the guy harassed a 16-year-old online.
Yeah, he harassed someone. He's a piece of shit. So that's fine.
Targeted ongoing harassment of a 16-year-old online when he's 24 or 25 or however old Weedle is. That's fucked up. So Verlis, you do you.
Yeah, you do you. Totally clarified.
Don't use it. Don't use it for your own agenda. Don't use it because you're falling out with Dan and so you're trying to link it back to Dan somehow. Go after the guy who actually did the fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Don't go
and
after
if he's
Patty.
Actually an
Don't
actual
go
pedophile,
after Dan.
And you have actual evidence,
call the
police. Why are you making a video on it? Call the police. And then once it's already handled, then you can make a video to notify everyone about it. But But
if you have evidence of the guy being a pedophile, call the police.
Yeah.
But don't drag Patty's name through the mud. Don't drag Dan's name through the mud. Dan doesn't like the guy. Patty doesn't know the guy. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody read those Discord messages. That was a Discord with thousands of messages that Patty's not even in anymore because he got fed up with the notifications bing from it and he just left. Like, there were screenshots that he was in that server once. That's your evidence that
That's your evidence that I support. There's not a single message
in that server. I've got
screenshots
here of you liking tweets from Seb this year. Does that mean you knew he was a pedophile? Does that mean you knew he distributed child pornography and you supported him distributing child pornography?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think it does.
I don't think you do. Like, I don't like you now because you're really trying to slander my name, because I actually didn't even hate you before this. Like, yeah, I threw a couple of jabs at you, but I never actually genuinely hated you, because I thought, yeah, you're a little extreme, but like the still ground basis of cheating, it's really not that deep. So I was like, it's fine.
Bruh, even I don't hate Verlis.
Yeah,
I'm like the guy that Verlis thinks hates him the most. I don't like, care enough. I just don't like his actions.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I call out the actions that I think are negative. Other than that, like, if Verlis turned around, I've said this so many times, if he turned around and was like, yeah, I'm not going to attack people anymore unless they've actually done, if like this guy, go ahead, attack the shit out of him.
Yeah, if he harassed a 16-year-old, that's fine. Like
mush,
I said,
mush, get him.
Yeah, like I support the fact that you want to go after him. Like,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
going to attack 12-year-old VGC players anymore. I'm not going to attack other content creators who have done nothing wrong anymore. I'm not going to say that just because you're not my friend, you're a bad person anymore. If Verlis turned around and said that, I'd be like, cool. All right, all grudges. I don't hold grudges. All's forgiven.
Yeah, I don't like holding grudges either, but to try to slander my name and ruin my brand on literally no evidence of me doing anything. The only evidence that you have is actually me not liking the fact that older people date younger people in high school.
That's the opposite of pedophilia.
That's the exact opposite of pedophilia.
It's fucked up when old people date younger people. Yeah, it is
and
fucked
yet
up.
You try to throw that on me,
normal...
and it's like, Verlis, come on, bro. Like, I'm not that big. Like, there's no way I'm giving you views. There's no way I'm giving you views. Like, I know I wasn't the main point of the video because it was on a bigger scale, but the fact that you took time to throw that in there to try to, and then have your fans come after me by calling me a pedophile.
It's because you're friends with Dan.
You're
friends with Dan.
That's crazy.
He's letting his agenda get in the way of something that actually was important.
That's crazy.
Catching this guy out actually was important. But letting your agenda get in the way of that, come on, bro. Yeah, you're better. Even you're better than that.
Exposing Weedle because you were aware of the information, I respect that. I respect it. Yeah, I totally respect the fact that you're exposing someone or harassing someone. I think that's totally fine and totally understandable. But I didn't know. If I would have known, I would have said something.
The girl is a fan of Verlis's and a friend of Verlis's. Like, he's just defending his friend. And that's fine. I can get behind that.
I can get behind
it. Verlis fell out. I was defending my friend. So I'd be a hypocrite to say Verlis doesn't have the right to do that.
And like, people can even vouch for me that I've gone to people and reached out to their DMs when they've said something kind of controversial or whatever. I'd be like, hey, you should not do this because that's bad. That's bad. You know, that's a bad image. That's a bad this, that, because that's something I've seen. You know, I reach out to people and I try to help them all the time. So I'm not trying to like paint that I'm the saint. Like, no one's perfect, but I'm definitely not a pedophile. I definitely don't support harassment and pedophilic actions. I just honest to God, did not know, and that's my statement. I mean, I'm gonna have to take this into actions.
We're in circles now.
Yeah, I have to take this into larger actions, but that's it.
But
also, I want to point out, because you'll notice in this video has no ads because I just want to get my message across. For someone who's trying to expose someone, you had a lot of mid rolls in there, so I find that very niche,
don't do that.
Very weird of that. Because if it was that important, I don't think ads would have been that important. But you know, get yours, man. Use my name to get you money. I don't give a shit.